Welcome to Frontline Conversations. Today we have a senior leader of the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee and a member of the All India Congress Committee, Mr. Peter Alphonse. He is currently the chairperson of the State Minorities Commission in Tamil Nadu and is one of the well recognized faces of the Congress Party in Tamil Nadu and all over India. Peter Alphonse first shot to fame when he resisted Jayalalitha along with Paruthi Ilamvazhi by doing a sit-in fast inside the Legislative Assembly in Chennai when he was a member during 1991 to 1996. There were two members of the assembly who sat and protested against the fascist and autocratic tendencies of Jayalalitha. Today, he is again fighting another anti-fascist battle in Tamil Nadu. He is trying to drum up support for the Congress party against the autocratic ways of the BJP. Welcome, sir, and thank you for this opportunity. Let me start with the Congress Manifesto today. What do you think is the biggest thing in the Congress Manifesto? Is it the individual freedoms which they have said that they will ensure, or is it the many promises that have been made in the manifesto?
See, to say the least, it is a wonderful manifesto. And a manifesto well conceived, well drafted, and well delivered. And all the major issues we have been focusing. And all the alliance partners of the India Alliance, they have been making these causes for the past 10 years during the Modi's rule. Whatever has gone wrong with Indian democracy, whatever has gone wrong with Indian secularism, whatever has gone with Indian social justice and economic justice. Now, the manifesto has attempted to set things right to a certain extent, we have to appreciate. And there are very novel ideas which will definitely attract the women folk, the unemployed youth, and the middle income, upper income groups, and investors, and all those people who want to repose their faith in the future of Indian democracy. They will definitely support this manifesto. And the regional parties will very much agree with this manifesto because the manifesto recognizes the regional aspirations. And the regional parties, they have been asking for more and more powers for the state. They want the proper sharing of the revenue of the government. And all these things are addressed. And the manifesto recognizes that the regional leadership, the regional government, they should be given freedom. They have to make their own laws. And they know better about the social, economic condition of their state, people of their state. So whenever there is a genuine demand, the center should walk out of the way to support those demands. That kind of sentiments also is echoed in this manifesto, I think. And another one important aspect seen through the angle of Tamil Nadu is whatever our chief minister has been telling for the past 2.5 years after assuming power as the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, all those things have been accommodated. Especially the main thing is NEET. And we have been fighting with the center, and the center has not considered to the demand. And even the governor here is giving all sorts of trouble to the government, state government.
Yeah.
But in that one line, they said the NEET will be at the state's discretion. If they want, let them have. And another important aspect on that what they have given, the 1 lakh to women folk, a housewife for a year. And people of Tamil Nadu, today I had to address 2 or 3 electoral meetings. When I mentioned this promise by the Congress manifesto, the women feel consumed in hundreds, they were extremely happy. Because they now enjoy the monthly 1,000 rupees given by the state government.
Yeah.
So they know once these people promise, they will deliver. So this is the India Alliance promise, for which DMK is also a part of it. So they say that they will pay 1 lakh. This is a substantial amount, and 8,000 per month. A household will be able to manage its basic fundamental necessities of life. So I think, and all other aspects of social justice is taken care of, central state relationships is taken care of, and other things about loan waiver for educational loan for the youngsters. These people have been demanding this waiver of the education loan for a long time. Most of the reason the employment report says, the most educated youth are unemployed. And how would they would be able to pay their education loans unless and until they are employed? They don't have any chance of repaying the loan. So a waiver of a bank education loan will give you a new life, and they will have confidence to face life again with much vigor and enthusiasm. So even the youths are taken care of, and women are taken care of. Central state relationship is taken care of. So in all aspect, in seeing through every angle, and I think it is a manifesto which should be appreciated and welcomed.
Thank you, sir, for your response. Now, if you look at the practical aspects of the manifesto, there are two things. One, is it implementable? Because the critics will often point out to the fact that okay, Congress doesn't think it is coming to power, so it can say anything, it can promise anything. That's one part of it. The second part happens to be that how will you take this manifesto to the people? In 2006, if you remember, television was a big hit in Tamil Nadu.
Color TV.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of journalists even thought that the manifesto was the hero of the entire election. Now, is this the hero of the entire election? Number one, is the Congress party capable of taking this manifesto to the people?
See, the modified media, they will only underplay the implications of the manifesto. I don't expect the national mainstream channels which have the talk show discussions on simply a dropping of the hat. They argue for 1 hour, hours together, and they run the media for 7 days, 10 days for nothing.
Yeah.
And even we had seen it in the farmers' agitation also. Such a people's movement never happened in the history of independent India. But that was not given proper publicity by all these media houses.
Yeah.
So only social media and secular media like yours, we can only a handful of people, they will be taking this. But I have faith in the social media where a lot of youngsters are involved in that, and definitely they will take care of it. And the India alliance parties, they should not think it is a Congress manifesto. The India alliance should adopt it as their own manifesto. If that is adopted as a India alliance manifesto, then it would have more effect and more reach and easier reach to the people also. Because the regional parties, they have their own channel. So regional channels will be taking this news to. So I think the India alliance should discuss, and they have to urgently, because we don't have enough time.
True.
So they have to take and care of that, and then people, the feasibility of the promise. Correct. That is the second thing you want. See, how much of loan have been waived off by Modi government?
Yeah, I think you mentioned in a meeting some.
18 lakh crores. So the Reserve Bank of India had a reserve of 2.5 lakhs crores. And Modi government withdrew the money.
Yeah.
And what they did with the money, they simply waived the corporate tax and compensated the 2.5 lakhs for that. That amount was never utilized to the welfare of the poor and downtrodden.
Yeah.
Those people should have the first claim over any revenue of the government.
Yeah.
And what happened to our natural resources? Throughout India, natural resources are being squandered by very few people, and the governments are getting very meager revenue.
True.
See it be a garnet sand or river sand or blue metal or other metals, other coal. So there are so many things. The income of the government can be augmented, and there can be better management, and the rich can be taxed.
True.
See, what is the income of the Reliance group, Reliance income, and what is the income of Mr. Mukesh Ambani and the Gautam Adani?
Yeah.
See, he is paying only 1,500 crores. He is paying only 1,500 crores as revenue.
Yeah, yeah.
He is paying only 1,000. He is not even
Oh,
paying income tax. So you tax the people.
Yeah.
தம்பி கொஞ்சம் கட் பண்ணி போடலாமா?
Sorry.
ஏப்பா
Hello.
சத்தம் போடாம கொஞ்சம் இங்க டிஸ்டர்பா இருக்குது. அமைதியா கட் பண்ணி போட்டுங்க. See,
Yeah.
you tax the people. See, the 1% of the Indian population, they control more than 60% of Indian assets.
Yeah.
And you take the incomes of very rich companies for the past 3 or 4 years. They don't pay any tax for their dividends.
Correct.
They take the income en bloc. And even the ordinary people pay so much of tax. This month GST is 1,78,000 crores. And they say this month March end they will cross 2 lakhs crores. So if all these revenues are put together and proper taxation is laid and if proper taxation is enforced and they say that tax the rich,
Yeah.
that is the golden principle that the government follows, then I think it should be possible.
Okay. Now, the Congress manifesto is named Nyaya Patra. Now, a lot of people in south of India obviously can't read or understand Hindi. And that has been one of the problems that we have been facing with the BJP government itself, which has been trying to shove Hindi down the throat of even Tamil Nadu. Why is it named like this? Is there an explanation from the Congress party?
See, I have been telling from the very beginning, the Congress should regionalize its functions. And we don't oppose if something is called as Nyaya Patra or something like that. But they should coin the correct word in every regional language. And the manifesto should be translated in every regional language. And these words, the names, they should be given Tamil names in Tamil Nadu. நியாயத்திற்கான உறுதிமொழி பத்திரம், சமூக நீதிக்கான பொருளாதார நீதிக்கான உறுதி. So something like that, some new translation so that the same meaning is conveyed in the Tamil translation also. So it should be translated in all the regional languages. And I think they will do that because after all, the Congress party hopes to get more seats in southern part of the country.
Yeah.
So where Hindi may not have any relevance.
True.
So if at all they want to reach their genuine voters, they should be necessarily named those all those things in regional languages, especially in South Indian languages.
Yeah. So you have been going around Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
You've been talking to people. You've been addressing public gatherings. What is the feeling that you get in Tamil Nadu itself? Because you've seen the Prime Minister come at least 7 times now. He's going to come another 3 times. He's going to be here 10 times. So is that going to make a difference? Is Kachativu, for instance, going to make a difference? Are the issues that the BJP is raising going to dent the Congress DMK alliance's seats?
See, people are very suspicious about Modi's election campaign. They don't see any logic or reason for the Prime Minister to come here for alternative days for 9 times. And what is the necessity for so many road shows involving so much of precious time of the Prime Minister and wasting of, I will call it a waste. So much of money from the taxpayers' money. Every time he comes, 20,000 policemen are in attendance.
Yeah.
And the entire government machinery is allowed to look after him.
Yeah.
So everywhere he speaks the same thing. He blames the Congress, blames the DMK, blames all the regional parties. And the very same thing he has been telling it again and again.
Correct.
And people are hearing it again and again. And what for? A rustic old man, he met me yesterday. When there was an announcement that Modi would be visiting Tamil Nadu for another 4 times. So totally it's going to be 9 or 10 times, He said, sir, he asked in Tamil, why this man comes quite often? Have you people thought about it? எலி ஏன் கோவணத்தோடு ஓடுகிறதுன்னு கேட்டான்.
Why is the rat running around with
a loin cloth?
Yeah.
The rat doesn't need a loin cloth. Why should he run with a loin cloth? You please look into that. What is wrong? What is something strange? Why this man comes for 9 times? You people sit and find out, sir. There is something, that is what he says. See, what I say this to you, even the ordinary people, they don't find any meaning in prime ministers visiting and asking votes for again and again. They say, what this man has given to us. He was the prime minister for 10 years. And he has not given anything as a signature scheme.
Yeah.
Just to tell the people of Tamil Nadu that he has ruled this country as 10 continuous years as the most powerful prime minister of the country. No other prime minister has enjoyed so much of undisputed power.
True.
Even Nehru, he was questioned. Indira Gandhi was questioned. And Lal Bahadur Shastri was at the mercy of the senior leaders who ran the Congress party. And you take, for example, even Morarji Desai, Manmohan Singh, everybody, every prime minister was answerable, accountable, and they were questioned. But he is the only prime minister who was never questioned, both inside the party and inside the parliament. He was undisputed leader in the party, undisputed leader in the parliament. And he had a very big majority in the house. With all that resources at his command, what he did for the state.
Okay. One last question from my side. You are the chairperson of the State Minorities Commission. I would like to ask you a very pointed question. What is the state of the minorities in India as a whole? You have been seeing the news, you would have interacted with your counterparts in other states. And what is the state of minorities in Tamil Nadu?
So, 25 days back, Mr. Chidambaram was here. And we were getting ideas and suggestions from public about the manifesto, Congress manifesto, for its inputs. And everybody was telling something, that somebody was telling that, sir, will there be democracy? Will there be proper functioning of courts? Will there be rule of law? So people will be suggesting farmers. And one Muslim gentleman, nearly 75 years old, he came and stood before Chidambaram and myself and told, sir, people have been telling so many things. They said this will be there, that will be there. But I ask him, we will be there after this election.
Oh.
So this old man, he had such a fear in his heart, such a concern. So I was able to see the rays of agony on his face. They have been so much tormented. They are afraid about their future, about their generation, young people, what will happen to them. Will they be able to live in this country as free citizens? Will they enjoy all the rights that other people enjoy? So will they be at par with others? Will their educational rights, social rights, cultural rights will be taken care of? And after the Manipur incident, after the Bilkis Banu's incident, after so many issues happening elsewhere, especially by the rightist, casteist communal forces, going and disrupting worshipping in the worshipping places when worships are being done. So all these things have sent very negative signals about this government. And people think that, will it be possible to live a dignified life in this country as an Indian citizen, being a minority community, belonging to a citizen, belonging to minority religious community? That is the kind of situation, that is the mental status of those people from the minority communities. I think this is not good, because nearly 35 crores of people. If they live in such a kind of thinking and mental agony, what would be the progress of the country? How can be development? So you cannot ignore 35 crores of people and the country cannot progress.
True.
So I think it's high time.
Thank you, sir, so much for your time.
Thank you.
We will meet in another version of Frontline Conversations soon. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.